Yes, you are the voice of America. We are. Tell me, what's next for you? Are you excited for tonight?
No, it's a lot of fun. I'm excited more for tonight because this is my first time that my family's going to see the documentary. So. No, I just wanted to talk about how much enjoyment I have performing this little romance monster and just being on Sesame Street. So that was the main reason.
All right, Elmo has a few words.
Elmo loves you. Boom. Aku cinta kamu, Indonesia.
Hey, welcome back to VOA Pop News. Kita masih hangout nih di bioskop AFI. Udah beli soda dan juga udah beli popcorn sembari nunggu film ya sana untuk diputar. Aduh, enak banget suasananya.
Emang sembari kita nunggu nih ya, ini suasana film lovers area-nya ini benar-benar kerasa banget di lobby ini.
Iya, betul.
Misalnya aja nih ya di sebelah saya nih, belakang saya sebelah kiri. Siapa tahu dia nih penulis senario nih.
Oh ya, atau sebelah saya sini siapa tahu dia sutradara nih ya.
Oh iya, waduh berarti kalau misalnya ada dari Pop Noters yang pencinta film hangout aja di sini siapa tahu dapat proyek ya kan?
Iya, langsung puas banget deh.
Nah, kalau gitu kita kan udah nunggu-nunggu nih. How about let Pop Noters see the next movie?
Oke, langsung aja kita check out Meet in Hollywood yang satu ini.
You're coming to live with me now, okay? That's the bathroom. This is the living room. This is the dining room where people come and eat sometimes. Look, it's lonely out here, so you better learn how to talk with me.
Well, they're alike in there. They both have. We find out they both left all of their kind of relationships in the past. They both struggled to remain in a relationship.
Okay, so Shane, you stay there. Loomer, keep coming in.
I like this idea of like a romance being two people are actually quite alike, and the big thing that they both do is they leave people or they let relationships dissolve.
Oliver, I just met a girl. You point, I'll drive. This way?
And so maybe because he was experienced this relationship as a child of a couple, something wasn't quite right there, that he's finding it difficult to fall in love properly with himself.
And when they realize that about each other, that's sort of what makes them feel close to the other one. Like, oh, I know you. You're like me. So we're close. But the thing that makes us close is also the thing that can like tear us apart.
My parents got married in 1955. They had a child and they stayed married for 44 years until my mother died. 6 months later, my father told me he was gay.
I'm gay.
When my dad came out at 75, his last thing you saw coming kind of felt like he was fading, you know? And all of a sudden he so came to life and so embraced all these parts of himself that he was formerly afraid of.
We start the story with Hal coming out, you know, and we see Hal just blossoming after 75 years of repressing his sexuality. It's such a relief to be himself and to really be who he really is.
So there was this tremendous self-acceptance, and that sort of bled into this tremendous love, you know? So I was really inspired by how willing to risk he was and how much he risked for love. So if people could feel that, or if that could stir that up in people, I'd be like super honored.
Healing, nature, magic.
The memory of love's refrain.
Produsen nggak berhenti, kita yang makan popcorn enak banget nih.
Kenyang nih kita di sini. Namanya bukan kenyang film tapi kenyang popcorn atau kenyang dua-duanya.
Mungkin kenyang dua-duanya karena ini popcornnya enak banget, ada butternya gitu Pop Noters. Jadi pokoknya makanya kita langsung kecanduan gitu makannya.
Iya, Pop Noters ini memang episode spesial film after films. And guess what? Ada film satu lagi.
Oke, langsung aja kita nonton.
What we want to try and do is create what is the Iron Man of documentaries. Everything from top to bottom is branded from beginning to end. First time ever documentary with collector cups.
You're going to be on that like a wet t-shirt. Is there a plot?
This is the movie right now.
I think the thing to do is go get a client.
Can we please get mane and tail to be the sponsor?
You know, I think that the thing that kind of inspired us with the greatest movie ever sold was just kind of this
ubiquitousness of marketing and advertising in our daily lives. Like, you can't go anywhere today without somebody selling you something, whether it's, at your house, when you turn on the TV or your computer, you go outside and there's posters and billboards everywhere. Now you turn on the TV and even in your core programming, there's like all of this, things that literally feel like commercials in the middle of a show, in the middle of a movie. And so we said, why don't we make a movie that kind of rips open this whole world of marketing and advertising and actually get companies to pay for it. What are the words that you would use to describe Ban? Ban is blank.
That's a great question.
There's a great line in the movie where there's a woman named Janet Delpinal who works in the Broward County School District, and her job is to sell advertising within the district. And so she says in the film, she goes, the reason people are upset about advertising in schools is because school is sacred. And I think what the film really shows you is that nothing is sacred. If there's anywhere where there's a captive audience, we're gonna market to you, we're gonna advertise to you, we're gonna put a TV in that elevator, we're gonna put news on that gas pump. I'm gonna do everything I can. When you're standing in front of the toilet, and you're at the urinal, there's gonna be an ad right in front of you right there.
We want to sell the above the title sponsorship for $1 million. Is it going to be Palm Wonderful?
So does $1 million come with a 100% guarantee?
For me, yes.
We're in.
I think that's one of the things I think the film's going to do a good job of, and it does do a great job of, is kind of pulling back, the veil a little bit and making you very aware. I think after you see this film, you're going to see product placement and marketing, product placement and advertising in the films you watch, in the TV shows you watch. You're going to notice it in your everyday life. You're going to see how much advertising there is that surrounds you from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to bed. With product placement, what do you think should be done?
There should be some little pop-up that comes on and says advertisement. It could be a scroll at the bottom, it could be a little pop-up, whatever. At the moment people are being advertised to, they should know they're being advertised to.
It's happening everywhere, and where do we draw the line? Do we really need to live in a world where everything's brought to us by some sponsor? Because that's where we're at.
Okay, so in the film, I'll come visit you guys and pitch you about being in the film.
Nah, itu dia tadi sedikit look into a documentary movie ya.
Ya mudah-mudahan setelah nonton Popnoters episode ini, Popnoters langsung terinspirasi untuk bikin film ya Popnoters.
Betul banget, dan Popnoters jangan kemana-mana dulu abis pesan-pesan yang berikut ini karena kita masih mau explore more movies di Silverdocs Documentary Film Festival. So don't go anywhere, only on VOA Popnoters.